So like the members of Congress who have been detained, you are officials or members of the Catholic Church. These are officials. These are people who have some authority, some strength in society, standing up for the weakest among us, without regard to whether those people are citizens or not. You are standing up for people who could benefit from the protection of having Brad Lander walk with them out of the court. But really, this is a power that any of us have, right? All of us citizens have. We can take up this mantle. My viewers can figure out a way to get involved with Immigration Arc and organizations like it, go to court and stand with these people.
And it's really moving, and I would urge your viewers to do it. You have the right to sit in the courtroom and see what's happening, and that's your right as a person in this democracy. And if you do, and you go see what's happening, I'm afraid it might break your heart, because you'll see stories of families who have fled violence and now who are here doing everything right. They checked in at the border, they got a hearing date, they showed up for their hearing. But yes, what you can do is, get a little information from one of these groups like Immigration Arc, and then you can let people know their rights. If you happen to speak Spanish or one of the languages they speak, you can help them understand what's going on. Most don't have lawyers. You bear witness. You can, talk to ICE agents in the way, or lawyers in the way that Bishop Pham did. I saw some people bringing flowers to the National Guard in Los Angeles. Like, that's a tradition of trying to push the ICE agent who arrested me confessed to me afterwards that his wife hopes he quits his job. She texted him saying, "Wow, I don't want to be doing this anymore."
So this is interesting, because you're just bringing up something that I'm curious about, and that is the power of bearing witness. Sometimes it's just so that we reporters can say what actually happened. But you're mentioning something else, which Bishop Pham also said about one of the government's attorneys. To show up in support of these people causes the people who are having to enforce these illegal, in some cases, these lawless procedures, to think twice about what they're doing.
Yeah, the nonviolent tradition is such a powerful one, and we really need to build it out more right now. On the one hand, we've got to object to the erosion of due process and democracy. At the same time, we have to find ways that don't escalate conflict. Obviously, that's part of what Trump is trying to do. Bondi says they want to liberate cities from their democratically elected officials. They'd love an excuse to send in the National Guard. But lo and behold, we have this nonviolent witness-bearing tradition that lets you try to communicate what is morally reprehensible about what's happening. Sometimes you can open up doubts in people who are in the system but know it's wrong. Sometimes you call attention to things that people aren't seeing, as my arrest did. Sometimes you're able to help a family and get them connected to a lawyer. A few times when I've been able to walk families out of the building, they're just so grateful. There are many, it's what's helping me feel like I'm doing something useful, of the most of since Trump was elected for me.